Um, hey everybody, I'm coming. Let me get myself together. Turn this down so we can have the conversation. So darn lootly. I'm on IG. I am also on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time, but separate phones. So I mean, I don't know. I ain't never did this before. Um, so hey, tell me what city, what state you're watching from. Y'all already starting to go off in the comment section. City and state that you're watching from. I'm gonna have to move around a little bit cause I'm trying to get my steps in before midnight. Maybe I'll just stop. I'll just stop. Yeah, because I'm gonna mess around and lose signal, and I don't want to lose nobody. All right, so let's have the conversation. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I'm the host of Larry Reid Live, your most favorite digital news and talk show that is out here on the social media streets. And we'll talk about whatever is public. And tonight, I watched the Stellar Rewards. Uh, Let me tell you what I think. Normally, when I usually do a Stellar Award show review of the fashions and just talk about it. But I got a whole lot going on, and so I'm just gonna and I'll put the picture up and say what I want to say about it, and we will all share in the comment section concerning it. But I'm just gonna sit right here and do it from my phone. I'm the host of Larry Reid Live, um, and my name is Larry D. Reid. All right, so let's go. Show started off with Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett is terribly talented. I interviewed him last year after he finished hosting the Stellar Reward show with Jacqueline, and we had a conversation about it. It's still up on the channel, and we talked about it. He's terribly, terribly talented. I think it was a good start off. I wish he would have merged in his set the Ty Tribbett that we all could sing along with because his song "Everything New" is so new. The hell, we don't know that song yet, but we enjoyed the Ty Tribbett energy, and there was great moments in the set. So of course, Ty Tribbett really can't do no wrong, but just being as we are, we like to be able to sing along. Over here in gospel, we like to be able to sing along with what you singing with. All right, and then it went to Jonathan Nelson, the the bigger twin, the one that's skinny and one that's sort of thick. I think both of them thickened up, tell you the truth. But both of them I happen to really like. I've been able to, the one that sang, that's a bishop, I've met him several different times, ran across him. Maybe only one or two times in person, but it's feel like I've ran across him a whole lot of time. I don't remember because I've been do a whole lot. But I believe he's a real man of God. I mean, like for real. Highly prophetic, terribly didactic, a wonderful teacher. I remember my group had to sing behind him one year, or the same place or something like that. I don't remember. Don't get me the line, but he's a great guy and can sing. I don't think he ever misses his note. He never misses his note at all. I think his name. No, that's Jason Nelson. Wait a minute. Hold on. Which one is Jonathan? Which one is Jason? Jonathan is the one over there at J Mall Church. And so this is Jason. That's right. Jason Nelson don't never miss no note. He the thicker one. He he don't ever miss a note. Do you hear what I say? Almost like Kara Shear. You ain't gonna hear Kara Shear miss no note. Or Jacqueline Carr ain't gonna never miss L note at all. And let me say this: Jacqueline Carr is sort of made for this. We always have cousin Kurt Franklin doing the hosting of every show, Celebration of the Gospel, Sunday Best, Stellar Reward, always your uncle Curtis. But Jacqueline is really good at this, and I'm not being biased because I like her. I interviewed her. We ate lunch together with her father. That ain't got nothing to do with it. She good. She very good at what she do. And of course, Kiara shared. You can tell she was reading a little bit. But hats off to Kiara for doing this. What I believe to be her first time. I never had seen her do it. You know, I think she did wonderful. Now, I'm going to say this. Both of the women hosting looked good. But let me get back to that. I do that last. Let me go through the show. All right. Oh, the girl. He wants it all today. He wants it all today. Forever Jones. I had them to perform at my church, and I met them, and she received a prophecy in that service, if I'm not mistaken, about her going solo. And look at here. I think she go by Doe now. And she did really, 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 really good. God, the girl she was singing, and she's so terribly talented, and she's fine, and she's a skinty woman, but she got curves and all the right little spots. She's a real skinny woman. From meeting her dad, I don't know how she gonna date nobody because he got a clamp on all of them. No, she's a beautiful girl, but she's older now, so she can do what she want to do. Anyway, so she did good. Then we had two people rapping that was spitting, because a lot of times gospel rap can be corny. It really can be very corny. It's like it's almost hitting, but it ain't really hitting. It's just a little bit too soft. But these rappers could spit. And did you see when Jacqueline and Kiara was spitting? Of course, Jacqueline out-rapped. It seemed more natural for Jacqueline than it did Kiara. However, I'm going to go ahead and say it since I'm thinking about it. Kiara and Jacqueline were both beautiful the entire time from the top to the bottom. They were beautiful. Now, there were some little wrong moves in some of them outfits because Kiara had on one that looked like somebody went down there to the wishing pond and pulled out a bunch of rocks and glued and stitched them punts. This jean outfit she had on was gray or light blue. It was ugly. But it fit the nice. And Kiara's a BBW, but she's in her waist, she's small. She ain't got no good. And if she ever get one, she's got enough money to go get rid of it. But her stomach is flat. And so everything curves. Or either she got good Spanx on, but everything curves. She is a beautiful BBW. Beautiful. Big black woman. Now, Jacqueline is beautiful. Jacqueline is beautiful. And she has a husk. I hate to say it like this because I know her dad and her family, but I hope they understand. But she has a husky, sensual something in her voice when she talks. I mean, it's preachery one time, but I can tell if she's not preaching and just talking, oh my God, she could have a whole ministry on the phone line because of the way her voice be sounding. And she looked it well. Now, this pointed shoulder thing, I seen Marlo with it on, I was trying to catch up on the Real Housewives and Married to Medicine. She had on a pointed black shoulder pad thing. Lisa had a pointed shoulder pad thing on Sunday morning at Reformation. And then I seen Tamala Mann had a pointed shoulder thing. And then Jacqueline did the same thing. She had one thing that came out real big on both sides. That was art. That was next to being a costume. But you know, I think it was really good. And let me say this about the overall Stellar Rewards is that I think this is the best Stellar Reward program we ever had. And let me explain, because I know those from old school, you want the Stellar Awards, the people that sing, the power of God fall, they shout, you want a church service. But when it comes to gospel music industry and where music is heading and going, we look like the only difference between what I see on the BET rewards and what I saw. I know it's awards, but I say rewards. I hear you. Shut up. This is my lips. The only difference between the BET rewards and the Stellar rewards is that it is the music and the lyrics. And that's a great thing when it comes to entertainment and TV. the outfits, the way that a lot of the gospel artists were looking, even the ones sitting in the audience, I thought this was great. And I'm thinking from an entertainment industry business side. I'm not thinking about ministry, the ministry of gospel music. That's what I'm not what I'm talking about. And I saw a lot of you in the comments saying, well, gospel, we're supposed to do ministry. Ministry like that is for us when we are together, us that are in the gospel community, when we at church or our gospel events. But if you coming on TV, where anybody can flip and turn and watch the TV, your artistry, your musicality, your look, your sound has to be what is industry standard, whether you gospel or not. So all you folk down there in the chat talking all that yin yang, that's why you just chatting in the chat and you ain't up there on nobody's stage because you don't understand it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This stellar reward, it looked like any other reward program aesthetically, and the musicality, the mix of the music, the mix of the mics. My God, it was so good. The lighting, everything was good. Even the commercials in between. You see that we're in the bed with BET and promoting Kingdom Business. I like that. I like that because we need a season 2. Promoting Kingdom Business. You know, I thought this was great. This was superb. And I don't see how you can be hating on it. Well, there's some funny moments and some stuff. Yeah, there was. There was some funny moments that was in there. Marvin Sapp. Okay, Marvin Sapp done went somewhere and got about 4 or 5 more notes at the top of his range that I didn't even know was there. He went from his regular voice, never would have made it. I'm thinking he's a tenor because that's half of me. I'm baritone. Never would have made it. But then he went into the holler voice. I do that holler voice in my music too. I do that too. To stretch that range a little bit. But then he said, I said, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, and the crowd stood up because I ain't never heard it. And I guess the crowd ain't never heard it from him either. They're like, what? Let's be saying what in the world. I thought he killed that thing. He killed that. I thought that was very, very good. I thought it was very good. I ain't never heard. When did he start singing like that? There 1,056 of you guys watching me between YouTube and Facebook. It ain't but 53 of y'all hit like and hit share. If y'all don't hit like right now in the name of Stellar Awards. And over here on IG, thank you so much. Go ahead and hit the like and stuff. Beautiful. Yolanda Adams. Now, they take this the same night of my event that was going on the other end of Atlanta. They were in Cobb County. And then I was down there in Midtown. And so Yolanda, and you see what Leandra had on singing with Maverick. And Tamar was supposed to do that too. But Tamar had to go ahead and come over there where I was. And then Leandra ran over there where I was. She was the last one I interviewed. She had on the same outfit. That ending for Maverick, first of all, Chandler Moore, who I really like how Chandler Moore has sort of, in my song I feature, I say, I work the system, play the system, and then beat the system. Look at all them eyes on me because I'm making history. I feature. This is what I see Chandler Moore has done because he was in the system and he do what you gotta do, but at the same time, he'll do some of these things, some of his posts and some of the viral posts that are totally outside of the box. But then he'll do something as far as his dress, it'll be outside the box. Then he'll do a song that's very worshipy and CCM, but then he'll do a little gospel sound to it. I like that he's multi-layered. I do like that. I like that he's multi-layered and that he can go sort of like a chameleon when it comes musically. Oh, okay. So let me finish Maverick now. So when Maverick now, and then of course Kurt Franklin. Now, Kurt Franklin and Chandler Moore was wearing the same thing, but one had the arms for it and the other one did not have the arms for it. Kurt Franklin got the guns for it. Chandler didn't have it for it, but he still looked good in it. But I'm just saying, that's why you always see me with cut off stuff, because sometimes I go to the gym, sometimes I don't. Like, I've been down to the gym in 2 months, but I've been doing my walks every single day. So I keep the fat off, but I ain't been building up that muscle. So I won't be wearing a whole lot of my arms out because I ain't been in the gym 2 months. And Chandler should have had on long sleeves. That's what they needed. Oh, did y'all see James Fortune? James Fortune, Kurt Franklin, them, they're like hype men, but it works on the stage. And James Fortune's song, I'm gonna say I'm not really into a whole lot of that soft singing, God me, that kind of. I don't do a whole lot of that. I don't like a whole lot of that. But it works for James Fortune. And these songs that I've heard online, which I heard tonight, You Never Let Me Down. I like that. Said You Never Let Me Down. I happen to like what James Fortune is doing. I think him and Tyler Perry shake the same. They both got hips. They both got hips as men of God, like childbearing hips. I mean, but we love James Fortune, so we love your hips too. And especially how he got real honest about his past and things that he's done. I think that is plausible. When somebody's honest like that, you win with me. All right, and then Zacchaeus Cortez. Jesus, what is in that boy's throat? Oh my God! And he can do it effortlessly. No, because there's some things that you only can do as a male with your voice. You got to be up on the inspiration. On Rex Allen used to talk about that. He said, if y'all get me hype enough, I'll be able to do this. But it's not something he can do all the time, especially when his throat ain't clear. But that Zacchaeus Cortez can do it every single time. Oh my God, he can sing so well. And the guy that came out before him, which is the Crispal son, Melvin and Tanisha, alien. He sang every note, every single note in between the notes. He go in there, he hit every last one of them, and always says his words. Look, a lot of people that do ooh, ooh, and they don't say their words. He opened and closed every last one of his words. Consonants, vowels, crazy. And then they brought Leandra out at the end, which just took it to an entirely different level. It ended on a high, which is what they tell you in seminary when you're speaking. You're supposed to end with the high. They ended with you wanting to hear more. Rewind it to watch it all over again. Listen, this was the best Stellar Awards show. The presentation was the best, and I'm proud to be a gospel lover, a gospel artist, a gospel writer, because hell, they represented on tonight. Did y'all feel proud? I felt proud. I felt all kind of proud. Watching and seeing what everybody had, how all these gospel artists. Now, I don't know what was wrong with her wig up under that hood. Lord have mercy. And Erica is my industry wife. I look in lust, and I don't know why I have. But don't even matter. That's Erica Shifine anyway. Ricky Dillard, look, listen to me. I may be a little biased with this when it comes to the choir. But Ricky Rydell Dillard, when they said Rydell, when Donna Lawrence said his middle name was Rydell, I opened up my phone and sent a voice note screaming, Rydell! Right to Ricky. Yeah, I absolutely love Ricky Dillard. Love his music. He is so, and they said something tonight I never heard about. This about merging house music and choir music. I think that's what they say. House God. That is so true. There's such a hype that is on Ricky. Lord, keep them knees and them hips and help them lungs, Lord. I know Ricky got to be every bit. Ricky old. I think Ricky got to be old now. But Lord, keep him. Keep him. Now Ricky, that black tuxedo with the hat and then the strap. That thing was bad. I wonder who styled Ricky. I'm gonna ask who styled, because whoever styled Ricky, they almost always get it right. Sometimes it be a little sideways, but every outfit he had on the night, I think it changed 2 or 3 times. That nigga was dressed, and that choir and the rest of it he got with his choir and then moves and stuff. Man, it was electric. It pulled me. It pulled me. I was like, man, I was so proud to be gospel tonight. Because usually I miss don't be right. It don't you. I was gonna watch the BET rewards and the regular Grammys and stuff because our presentation don't be right and it don't be looking good. But boy, this was right tonight. It was right tonight. So how old is Ricky? I think Ricky about 60. I'm 44. And Ricky was singing a long time. You know, he really picked up that mantle. I don't know if this is true now. He picked up that mantle of Orlando Draper. I don't know if y'all remember Orlando Draper and the Associates, the choir. He is like the original choir master, but he died too early. I don't know what something he ate or what, but he just went on from here quick. Ricky Dillard really embodies the way that he will work a choir. For those of you that don't know, you just don't know. So Ricky 55. Ricky 55 years old. Okay. He 57. Okay, y'all guessing. Yeah, Orlando had a heart attack. I can't remember so long ago. He was the one that told me was on freeway with me, him, and Ted Wynn. He told me, he said, when you go to the studio, record your first CD. And I totally forgot this. That's why I had to re-record all my stuff. He said, you're going to prepare for it. You're going to be mentally prepared, so you're going to sing your best, your clearest, and your highest. He said, bring everything down one note. Or approach the song singing it low. Or go to the studio not in your best voice. He said, so you can sing it live and always give the people exactly what they hear on their CD. The best advice I didn't adhere to, which cost me tens of thousands, almost $100,000 altogether, probably over $100,000, having to redo things that I had already done that I could not sing live at all. You know, yeah. NT on Pastor AD, that's public. We already discussed that. There are a lot of stuff that's out there I just don't do. You have to go to other bloggers because I don't see the point in having the same conversation. A new pastor, same situation all over again. I get tired of it. You know, it's got to be more interesting. What else happened? I talked about Doe. Yeah, Doe was amazing from Forever Jones. Wants It All today. There was something else that was really, really good. I thought somebody had told me that oh no, that was the other one. No, that's not right. That's not right. Okay. What else on the Stellar Rewards I want to say? Let's look in the chat and see what y'all saying. The collaboration between Travis Green. Oh, let me go back to Mali, because you say Travis Green, I think Mali's through, because he sort of, when he first came out, I connected him to Mali music because he sounded like him, but now they don't sound alike now. But Mali music and Jonathan McReynolds, man, that was the collab we didn't know that we needed. That song that they have and the energy between them, I think is superb, and I think it's great. I'm glad that they were recognized by the Stellar Rewards, because that would have been funny if they're over there in the Grammys winning, and then they come over here to us and then they don't win. That would have been really interesting. I enjoyed that. Mali always dressed to kill. Mali actually came after the Stellar Rewards taping. He actually came because his mom is a patron. I think she's actually a member of my church, and he came to see her, and I was able to see him. He always is dressed. He makes a statement. He got a little Prince on him. The artist formerly called Prince. He got a little that on him. Terribly talented young man. Travis Green. Oh Lord, what's the boy from the walls? Daryl. And Kalante. Oh my God. Daryl Walls can sing. I mean, he just can sing. Clean and so controlled and trained. I mean, he had to train to practice doing that when he was so clean. That Kalante, that the Kalante is he is probably going to be one of the male gospel singers that be as big as like a Marvin Sapp, Donna McClurkin, the male singers is at the top of the game. Because that, if he able to keep his voice, his throat able to still do the same thing that he's doing right now, he gonna be around for a long, long, long time. Now, Chrisette Michelle and Rudy, which is Donna Lawrence's nephew. Is his name Rudy or Ruddy or something like that? Now, he was dressed, even in the audience, he was doing Coming to America, the big brooch and the British hat or German hat. I think it's a German hat. That he was dressed to kill, and he did very well. Their voices matched and moved and melted together. They might be fricking. The way them voices were together like one. I'm not gonna put that on them. Larry, come out of your flesh. That was not fricking. But them voices so laid up together. Mm-hmm. Them voices are laid up. They is laid up together. It's very good. It's good to see Chrisette. Since she went and sung at that Trump thing, I ain't heard a peep out of it. Let me tell you something. If you mess up out there, you can always come to the church as an artist. We'll pick you up. Just sing I miss. Sing I miss. We'll be right there. Be right there for you. Yeah. Their voices melted very good together. I ain't feel nothing. I wasn't moved, but I hear talent. I heard the talent, but I ain't feeling nothing off of them. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Is there a performance that I'm missing? Is there performance? Let me look here. Chrisette is bald headed now. She cut her hair off. Well, she can because she pretty face. I like the black dress that Jacqueline had on with the wings on it. I like that. I think that was it was art. One ain't nothing you wear to church, but doing what she was doing, she was hosting. She could have came out there and drag like RuPaul and them every time because that's what she was doing. I talked about Ty. Mm-hmm. I wanted to hear "No Way I Make It Without You" or something. One of them other songs. Tamala Man. Has she had surgery like Lisa had on her waist? That waist is it gets smaller and smaller, and it really makes it to where you can really see that she's another one. If you're a big girl and you got curves, you win. That Kiara, Tamala, Kirby. That's right. That ain't gonna never go wrong. That's never gonna be wrong. Yeah. You said this is your first time watching Kingdom Businesses, so you didn't know I was in it. Yes, I'm an actor too. Yeah. Yeah, Tamala Man and Kiara. Legs and hips and body thickness. Oh, Pastor Mike. Only song I know for his, and there's gonna be big. That's the only line I know because I had my head down working so hard during those years. I won't listen to nothing. But he had a little good Easter speech. Did y'all hear when he put that thing together? He said, "Well, I don't know, preachers lie so bad," but he said, "I had a speech prepared, but I was just thinking." So that was off the top of your dome, Pastor Mike. If somebody know, can y'all find out? Off the top of your dome, you took that lobster story and that tag and said you tagged and when's going. You put that thing together. No, you thought that out. You lying. That ain't. No. We know you write music. You do pretty good to get impulses and to inspire, but you had planned that. Nah. That thing was too good. Ain't nobody that good but me. You planned that thing real. You had to have. You thought a little piece through in your head. Cause that was a word. It was a good way he put that thing together that was some good cooking. That was some good cooking. Cook that thing up. He was dressed nice too. And I'm gonna tell you something that really touched me. His wife looked at him like, boy, I love you. And who else's wife look like that? Now, David Mann always look at Tamara like, I can't wait to get you home and lick your soft middle part. I mean, he looked at her like he wanted to sop her up. In his eyes, you can tell he loved that woman. And who else was on stage and they showed their wife? I'm gonna tell you, Kurt Franklin's wife always looked like that. She looked like, I love you. There was somebody else that put the camera on the wife. I think it was Todd. Mike, what's his name? Pastor Mike? Oh, Aaron Lentz's wife? Them women look at them like, no, it was her. Because he said to my wife, she said, I got you. Did y'all see when she said that? She said, I got you. Man. That reminds me of my mom and my daddy. Them two, boy. God, that I think it's at 25 or 30 years. That is amazing. I think that is beautiful. She's supporting her husband doing what he's doing, chasing his dream. I know one always good, And then he stayed with her because when you start getting into a position in a church of power, you can upgrade your puss. What do I mean? The puss that approach you gets upgraded. So these guys got options, and they have to make a decision. Am I going to stay with this woman that's been here the whole time, the mother of my children, and make sure she get the benefit of where God got me now? Or am I going to choose a new puss to put my peen in and love at this new level? You know what? To see that black love last that long in that relationship, it's a good thing. I don't, me and Lisa, we're not romantic or nothing, but that's why I make sure sometimes when I look at her, I think about how when we were married and she was the breadwinner and I was doing ministry. That's why there's a lot of reasons, but that's one of the reasons why I'm going to make sure she's going to be all right. Because for somebody to support your dream, let me tell you, when a man is a boss, like these men we see, or just greatly talented or in the limelight, a woman or anyone that makes them a part of our team and us winning, they're going to have our loyalty. And they're going to have our commitment, and we won't never forget that. Ever forget that. That's the reason why you guys know my story. I pastored traditionally for 20 years, and I started doing Larry Reid Live, and nobody understood my vision and what I knew God was telling me to do. So everybody left me. These are people that, I pastored them for years. They didn't know Jesus, the Holy Ghost, had never seen demons cast out by this hill till they met me. Then they left and went on about their business, but they didn't understand. But I knew that they loved me. And they worked with me and where I was not able to pay them big. Some of them, like Kendall, Vince and them, I would just pay their car notes. And if they spent anything, they would email at the end of the day. I would transfer it back to them, but they weren't getting paid. So when things changed for me, I poured on some of them same people who were committed in those times. And when I did, I paid all of their debts off, and almost some of them I bought brand new cars. Most of them just throw it out Mercedes. You know why? Because they were there for me in the beginning. So to see them women look at them men like that, man, I know what that is, and that is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So the finale was great, and I think that's it. I discussed everything else. I love how you stand for Lisa and the girls. Yeah, they're my children. I'm gonna stand for the girls, but I ain't standing for Lisa. I mean, but Yeah. I made Lisa daddy. I asked Lisa's daddy, can I marry her? And I made a commitment. And although we not married no more, I can keep that commitment. I can still keep that commitment until another man comes in her life that's going to take care of her. And please understand, Lisa is about to get her doctorate. She's retired from the military. She don't need no man to take care of her. So, but I think women should be made secure. Now this is gonna get me in trouble. Lord, I shouldn't even say this. This is gonna get me in some serious trouble. But I believe that a woman should be able to keep her money because she's taken care of. Now that's what I think. That's what I think. She should have her own money now. But if she giving you that puss, or if she giving you some children, you better take care of that woman. And I ain't heard no preacher say that. I only heard Shaquille O'Neal say it about Sean, and she up with Keon Henderson. He just said that in an interview. He said, that's the mother of my children. She will never want for anything. Now, that's what I think. Now, I believe that thing. Lord, I'm trying to do both these phones, and I'm about to make a whole mess. I'm on IG and Facebook and YouTube. That's just what I believe. My mom, let me say, my mama Ethelene and Tadara Reid, my mama don't have to pay bill and haven't for years. So you know Ethelene's probably sitting around here with hundreds of $1,000s sitting somewhere in somebody's bank. Daddy take care of my mama. Mama don't want for nothing. And I just feel like that's how it's supposed. But she works hard, but she ain't got to. I retired her. That girl went back to work 3 weeks ago. I said, Mama, what you doing? Well, I love working with the children, and I just wanted to help them out. I said, Mama, you don't have to work. What is you doing? She ain't got to work. But she chooses to work. All right, am I missing anything else on the Stellar Rewards? Stellar Reward. This was great. It was great. I see some of you talking about this is the worst Stellar Reward. You want gospel ministry. They gave gospel industry. And this was a great look for y'all, because the gospel industry about to be obsolete. I mean, they shutting down gospel radio stations. They ain't no more mom pop stores hardly. It's a whole mess. Thank you. Continue to watch Kingdom Business. It's on the BET Plus, but they have aired the first 2 episodes on regular BET, so a lot of people just finding out about it. Karen Hawthorne. I don't really know her minister good, but she got a good song. God, I can't think of it. Karen have to come in here and sing it to me, a little piece. She's a great talent. No, I did know that Shirley Caesar wasn't there. They usually have Shirley Caesar somewhere. But maybe she was at the pre-show because Bobby Jones gave out a reward at the pre-show. Maybe they were there. Somebody said, talk more about leadership taking care of their folk. Yeah, if you got folk that's working, my mama 83 and will not stop working 9 to 5, Lucinda. See, that's how them Southern women, they like that. Bobby was at the reward, he gave out they showed them thing. He did it there. Bobby Jones is still kicking. I talked to him 2 days ago. He's still kicking strong and mind sharp. Shirley Caesar one of them. But she alive and well. Her and Patti LaBelle, it's like I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like their siblings just surrender their life source to them, and they get to live and they just go die somewhere. Because Shirley, she got 159 lives, and Patti LaBelle too. They just ain't gonna never die. Never die. I don't know where they're getting their lives from. I think they're just taking it from their siblings. Let me see. What else? Did I miss anything else that I didn't provide commentary on? You said vampires. That I didn't provide commentary on? Did y'all like it? Yes or no? The Stellars wasn't for the old Saints, so Mother Shirley wouldn't have been there. Yeah. Tasha Cobbs wasn't there. No, she wasn't there. And Cece wasn't there. She won a whole reward, but she was in London singing. Okay, I love Cece Winans' smile. I love that she seemed to be so nice and so kind. But I don't like the new Cece Winans' voice. Now let me explain. Cece Winans is lazy. I don't know no other way to put it. Now that's God's sister. But she lazy. You go to old Cece Winans. Old Cece Winans outsang Whitney Houston because you know their voice, the texture and the way that their voice set up is the exact same. Old Cece Winans, she pushed her voice, but this Cece Winans just stays in that calm. She don't push her voice, and to me that's lazy singing, and I just can't. Brian Courtney Williams is so smooth. I love his singing. Worth fighting for. That's the song. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. I'm gonna mess up these words. All you have planned for Reid, and nothing is sweeter than sugar on a honeycomb. And there's so much more, and it's worth fighting for. I know I don't make the right words. I don't know the words, but I love the song. I just ain't love the words, but I love it. Yeah, you know. So there ain't no dig. Y'all be going telling CC that I dragged her. No, I did not drag. I'm just saying that she sings lazy. I want to see if she still can push, but she will push her voice. CC can sing. But she don't push her voice almost as lazy to me. It's lazy singing, but she's so sweet. It's Jesus' sister. Jesus be at her house and stuff. They eat together lunch and stuff. No, we can't call them clear people. Let's just say white people, because that's a dig. We can't do that. Oh, you know what? They did not recognize Duranis or LaShawn. Who else died this year in gospel? Because had it been one of the Clarks that would have recognized them. I mean, well, the Clarks are bigger. I mean, but they should have recognized LaShawn. They used to do well with that. They didn't do that. Probably, because the Stellar's been the better presentation and more current. They probably got the young folk doing that stuff, and the young folk forgot. They forgot. They probably don't even know. No, I've been changed. Yeah. Wasn't Lily at Reformation before them? No, she done Stellar Rewards first and got off stage and came where I was. No, because she came after us. She was my last interview that night. No Donnie McClurkin. Let me say this before I do jokes. Donnie McClurkin is one of the best voices in gospel music. Yes, I had a little experience with him. I done shared in Patreon. I shared some at him that made me not like him. But I still have respect for his ministry. And we probably could have a conversation when we get back to the liking part. But we ain't need him. We ain't need him. We didn't need Don T on this week. We didn't need him. But I would love to hear him say, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. For my sin is just a sinner who fell down. Oh, when God, 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 oh, when God No, he gonna sing and speak in some tongues. What? Oh, let's go right back. Now, what do you do when you're done all you can and you can't no more? Seem like it's never enough. I play at McDonald's, Burger King, and what do you see that? You know, let me stop. What are you doing, Reid? You gotta finish my steps, so I can't say and continue to talk to y'all. Y'all got me acting up. All right, so let me go. Yes, I've talked to some people on the Stellar Rewards production team. They don't want to fool up with me. I'm too unpredictable. But let me tell you something. When I got nominated for a Stellar Reward, that's right, I'm a Stellar Award nominated gospel artist. They gave it to Rance Allen. Right after that, he died. That was supposed to happen. But ain't it funny? I didn't get on the main stage to stand up there and tell lies like everybody else and receive my reward. But before the Stellar Rewards came on, there I am sitting there acting as myself. See, you got a plan. I was shooting for the Stellar Rewards stage, but God said, I got a bigger stage. I'm going to put you on the BET that the Stellar Rewards come on. And you're going to play yourself, and folk going to be speaking your name and your brand everywhere, and you still own your name. Trademark your name. They had to pay you to show the logo, and they had to pay for the theme song, which I ain't heard them use it. It's probably because they were using it in season 2. You see how God works? Put your time in, payday is coming after a while. Put your time in, payday is coming after a while. Payday is coming. You know what? Let me get out of here. This is getting out of hand. All right, so I think I commentaried on everything. No, Kim Burrell was not there. Kim Burrell was not there. She busy at her new place she done got in Maryland. She's out of North Carolina now. She tired of Kevin Williams' church. When the season 2, there's no checks have been cut. I asked for the set. You said they built me a whole set, built my studio in the warehouse that we were doing the show. And I asked for it. And this is what they told me now. They said, you can have it, but let's wait to see if we get picked up for season 2. If we do, then you can't have it. They only will let me take a little mug that had my name on it. So, that's what happened with that. Y'all need to speak to each other. Y'all didn't know how to act. There 337 people over there on IG. But they 1,300. Everybody say hey to each other. Y'all wave. That's YouTube and Facebook. They 1,331 of them. Everybody speak. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all speak. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. You be blessed and don't get in no mess. Bye. Bye.